Hello, today we're making a lovely adjustable ring out of copper and it has a steampunk um, flavor to it. Let's get started. Cut four copper wires. This is 1 millimeter thick into 15 centimeter lengths, 6 inches. And just smooth it out so it all lines up and looks balanced. Cut two lengths of the thin 0.4 millimeter copper wire. This is for wrapping both ends. So you're going to also check your ring size. Even though it's adjustable, you want it to be more or less around the size that you are. So between, say, a 6 and an 8. If you're a size 9, then make it around about an 8, 9, 10, so that it is within your size. So I found an easier way to do this is to do the wrapping near your fingers where the wire is strong and not bendy, and then slide it down to the area you want it to be, and then turn it around and do the other wrapping, and then squeeze it with the pliers just to make sure that it's settled. So you're going to wrap the one end, I would say about 10 wraps. Make sure it's secure and neat, and then do the other end. And as I say, keeping in mind your size, and just squeeze it and then twist the back so that's not visible. This area is the band, and you could do a weave, you could wrap the entire band. So there are different variations you could do to this band area. But to keep it simple, I'm just wrapping one end and then wrapping the other. But as I say, you could be weaving it or even giving it a twist. But that might be a little bit too busy, I would think. Once you've done this, then wrap it round your ring mandrel just to check on that size. And if it's too small, then you can put it back on the mandrel and push it back up to a larger size. This ring is my size, but if you're making for somebody else, then just keep checking that size on a ring sizer, just to keep making sure that you're within their size. And remember, this is a lot of fun. Don't worry, just relax, enjoy making it, and you'll find that feeling of fun will pass into your ring. That's what it's all about. This is the kind of ring that would make a really nice gift because you don't have to be absolutely within a person's size, and I'm sure they would absolutely love it. And it would just make a lovely present. This part is where you're going to line up those two wrapped areas. Just slide them so that they are opposite each other. This is just to give you a bearing on where your ring pattern will be. Now you're going to start making that top of the ring pretty. You have all those lovely tails to work with, so you can use your own imagination or you can follow along with what I have done. But here you could add stones or not, but I decided just to do a lovely steampunk theme. I like the wrapped look, so taking your 0.4 millimeter wire, just start to wrap the outermost tail and wrap, push down. If you have to join in some wire, that's fine. And just keep going and leave a little bit at the end for securing. Everything we do on the right hand side, we're going to do on the left hand side as well as a mirror image. You don't have to do this, they could be different, but it's all up to you. Remember, as you keep going, um, close up all those little ends, smooth them out so that you don't have any snagging on clothing or scratching. You always want these rings to be comfortable too. We are going to start prettying up the top, but sometimes I stop at this stage and sit back with a cup of tea and look at that ring for a little while just to decide in which direction I want to go. So nothing is a hurry. Everybody has their own sense of design and balance. Even if you think you're not artistic, you do. So look at that ring, decide where those curls should be or where the bead should go. You can even sketch it out and make a few designs on paper. But keep remembering it's all fun. For this kind of ring, it's easier to put it on the ring mandrel. Then you can see where it would look right on your finger because you don't want those little designs going down the side of the fingers and actually just being a bit uncomfortable or scratchy or bothersome. So I find this works quite well. And just look at that. The design is coming on nicely. I love it already. I have just decided to add a few little copper beads here. I didn't think that it looked right with any of the colors. I tried a few beads, I tried a few looks, and the little copper beads, I just love them. And I think it looks nice like that. If you want to, you can have a mirrored look here, where the one side is exactly the same as the other. I've added a few extra beads on the other side, but this is up to you. And just keep looking at it from a balanced point of view. There are so many variations in this design, but you can see that this is a basic shape. And then from there, you could make many, many rings. Repeat your pattern, and I could easily see this ring design being made in brass or in the lovely sterling silver. Uh, I can see that there's a lot that you could do with this shape. You can hammer the ends of those curls on an anvil. I'm using my little old favorite flat iron. It really is. It's an old fashioned iron, well, an iron top, which they used to put on a wood stove. But I just find this little piece of metal works really well, and I've used it for so many rings. It's just fine. My lovely little needle nose pliers that you see me use a lot. I found those in a second-hand shop in a little coastal town near to where I live in South Africa. And they were an absolute find. They're German made, and of course, they work beautifully. And I paid less than $1 for them. So they are my true little treasures. At this stage, you have done a lot of curling and prettying up. Try it on just to see how comfortable it is. Sometimes a little piece will be sticking out at an odd angle. Even though it looks nice flat, it has to be on worn as a ring. So just check that. Tap around the ring on a ring mandrel to make sure it's all secure. This looks lovely. I love it. And I hope you also make some beautiful rings. Thanks for watching. Bye.